Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome back to Stars of Knowledge Jalandhar channel. We are back with one more cue card topic this time, and it is describe an antique piece at your home. But before that, if you are new to our channel, please watch our all other videos and do subscribe our channel. Thank you. So let's start today's IELTS cue card series. Let's continue it. Let's talk about today's topic, that is describe an antique piece at your home. You should say what it is, how long your family has it, where you got it from, and explain why your family has kept it. Guys, it could be so many things, you can talk about the things your grandparents tell you about, because the things they have bought, they are definitely antiques because they have it even before their time. It could be any kind of things. It could be those old time watches, wall clocks. There could be a furniture, chairs. I remember we used to have this one chair that was probably say more than 100 years old. It was just back in the days, it was 1929's 1919, or maybe it was just from since 1919. So it's 101 years old now. So you guys can have a lot of things at your home which you can just take ideas and talk about. So let's start our answer for today. Most often people keep the antiques that they derive from their ancestors. In my family, we have a large antique wall clock at the living room. My great-grandfather had brought the clock home during the 1940s. Timepieces are considered as one of the most important things in the present days. People need to know the time constantly, and a good number of ways have been invented to know the time. People now mostly use their cell phones to know the time, and there are some groups who use wristwatches. But in the early days of the 19th century, most of the people used to have grand clocks at their home as the timepieces. It was considered as a symbol of rich and affluence in those days. Accordingly, to prove his legacy, my great-grandfather ordered for such a clock. The clock was brought from England, and still it is in the living room of our house. My family has been occupying the great wall clock since my grandfather died. In fact, the clock has been decorating our house since it was brought home. When the clock was brought from England, the issue became one of the most talked topic in the locality, as I heard it from my father. My great-grandfather was a man who loved to lead a luxurious life. Though he was not a landlord, his activities were often compared as with him. He always wanted the best things for use and never compromised with the issues related with comforts. I also came to know from my father that he used to ride on elephants for traveling in the parts of our locality. But now everything has been changed, and accordingly we also did. With the passage of time, the environments have turned modern and we are enjoying the benefits. But the clock is still in our house, and it is expected to be there as long it runs. My family got the clock from my great-grandfather, and we really care for the clock. This has become an integral part of our everyday life. The clock is placed in the living room of our house in Tamil Nadu in India. We in fact take pride with the clock. The clock is made from the finest woods, and the pendulum is made of light metal. It is a giant clock with a height of around 6 feet. This is an amazing clock, and the clock body looks beautiful for its natural color. The clock body weighs around 15 pounds. Beside the body is burnished once in a year, and thus it always looks glossy. Moreover, the visitors of our house also praise the clock. The wood that has been used to make the clock is still in its finest state, and there are no damages found on the inner or outer parts of the body. However, the inside mechanism has been repaired several times as the clock stopped working. My family believes in traditions. The grand clock is also a symbol of tradition to us. Consequently, the family has been preserving the clock. Before the death of my great-grandfather, he assigned my grandfather for preserving the clock after his absence. So my grandfather has preserved the clock and similarly made my father responsible for the production of the clock. As part of the legacy, the antique clock is now at our home. I think the clock's responsibility would come upon me as I am the only son among the 3 children of my parents. Preserving the clock is not a big deal. It requires an annual servicing, and servicing cost is also at the minimum level. So guys, this was the answer. I hope you liked this video. Do leave a comment below for anything. We'll definitely get back to you. Please subscribe our channel Stars of Knowledge Jalandhar, and thanks for watching this video. Do hit the like button. Thank you, students.